What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be speaking about something that was on my mind today while I was lifting. And today was a very hard day for lifting. I'm about to drop a video soon, or I'll probably post a video before I post this one of me lifting. I wanted to do this talk right after my lift, but with time constraints, because I'm a student in college, I had to eat lunch and then go to a class and present something. But anyways, we'll put this right here. Hopefully it doesn't slip. Okay. So I wanted to talk about lifting in general, and just that not every lift is gonna go. It's not gonna be, how do I say? It's not gonna be good. Like every day is different. And last week I was really shocked that I lifted really well. Like the weight went up so easy. Like I could have gone like 10 or probably 15 more pounds on every lift. But I knew in the back of my mind, like, I got to take things slowly. So that's what I did. I was going to do more sets last week because it felt way too easy. But I thought, you know what? Just going to wait how I see it feel the next day. So after I did my upper body, I felt pretty sore the next day while I was doing my morning cardio. And then Thursday, I was feeling pretty sore for that lift, but I managed to lift all the weight really easily. All the way that I listed, I added like 5 more pounds each set. And then that's the weight that I'm going to start with this week for the lower body. And I just knew I had to be like patient with it, because like with lifting, you learn how to. It's like it's delayed gratification. Like things take time, and I just knew I had to be patient. But when I hit my lift this week, I felt like I cheated some. I mean, I know I definitely cheated some reps, and it's just like you have to, like, sometimes you fail at things, and lifting is no exception. Like I would say my last set of assisted one arm chin-ups, that was a fail, because like I had no more energy. I gave my 100% in all the other sets, including this one. I mean, I did do 5 reps, but it was like cheating the entire way. You'll probably see that in the video. But that was me giving like 100%, probably 110%. And you just gotta, like, when these things happen in lifting, like, you just gotta move past from that. You can't think too deeply into it. That's like if you make a business, right? And it's your first time making a business, like, you're probably not gonna do that well. I mean, if you get lucky and you do really well, like, more power to you. But 9 times out of 10, you're probably just gonna fail in that business, and you're gonna think like, this is the worst thing ever. Like, how am I gonna recover from this? But you gotta you gotta like take in the lessons that you learned along the way while making a business. Like, what can I do better the next time I make a business? And that's the same thing with lifting, and that's how I thought today. And I just feel like a lot of people don't even like want to fail. They want to like succeed every time, but that's not how life is. You fail, and then you grow, and then you succeed. Like, that's the 3 parts to it. And when I was doing like my handstand push-ups, I kept like falling down, falling backwards, and I'm like, what am I doing? I would, like, on the very last rep, I would go all the way down and then push, and I'm like struggling to get it, and then I like lean back, and then I make that would make the last rep easier because I was like falling, and then I push up, and then I don't know. So like next week, I learned. I'm like, okay, no matter what, I'm not gonna fall down. I'm not, like, on the last rep, I'm gonna go all the way up, and then stand upright. And like, you gotta learn all these lessons and things. And then I also wanted to talk about like my goals for the future. Some of the goals I have are like a 585 deadlift. I probably won't get that by the time I graduate, but I'll definitely make a video of me doing a 1 rep max. And just another thing, let's see, squat. Well, I'm focusing on pistol squats, so I want to get to like 180. I mean, that's a pretty ambitious goal for this year. I mean, my best ever was 80 pounds for three, but I think I can crush that easily now. I probably could do like 100 for three, but I just want to. And then for shoulder press, probably hit my body weight, which is like 195. I think I wrote down 180. I mean, that 185 will be like, I don't know. I can't think of that many people that can like shoulder press that way. I mean, there's some animals out there like Larry Wheels and some Dan Green, I think that's his name, super insane power lifter. But being like a natural, I mean, I don't know if Dan Green's natural or not. He's pretty big. I don't want to throw accusations out there, but he's very strong. I mean, I've seen videos of him doing what I thought he was going to do, bench press for like, well, with 150s, but then he was doing 150s for shoulder press and dumbbells. That's insane. But I'm gonna strive to be the best that I can be. Natural. I mean, I want to be natural for my entire life. I don't plan on doing any PEDs or steroids or anything of that nature, just because the side effects, obviously, and I feel like deep down it's just cheating. And then my very very long term goals, probably to keep lifting for like the rest of my life. I mean, we were told from like I feel like I was told from a very young age that like as soon as like college or high school's over, like that's when your athletic career is over. Just like you being in the best shape of your life is over. And I was fine. I was like disagreeing with that for a very long time. I'm like, I'm always gonna be lifting. Like I'm always gonna be doing some form of exercise when I'm older. And then I could see their point of view. They're like, yeah, but time constraints. But then I realized like you gotta, as an athlete, you learn about time management. You gotta make the time. If you want a goal so badly, or if you want to achieve something, you gotta make time for it. Like your goals don't care about your feelings. They don't care about the time. Like if you didn't do it, like because then if you didn't do it, you're not gonna achieve it. So my goal is to stay healthy for the rest of my life. Another big goal. Oh yeah, I want to achieve the one arm pull up. As you can see, I'm struggling. I mean, I've been doing the one arm pull up for a while now. The best I ever did was like 40 pounds of assistance, and that was really really hard. Like I don't. It'll probably be a while before I achieve something like that, but I know I will achieve it. On this channel, I want you to know that I will achieve my goals no matter what it takes. Like, let's say like in the summer I plan to get a job, and if I work like a 10-hour shift and I have to lift after the shift, then that's what I'm gonna do. If that's what it takes to get my one arm chin up, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. There, like, of course, whenever you go like do a long working shift, you're tired. Like everyone's tired, but your goals don't care if you're tired. Like if you want to achieve it, then you got to do it. Then and that's what I have to do. Or if I have to wake up early, like if I have to wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, God forbid 4 o'clock, then that's what I'm gonna do to achieve my goals. And then I've been also doing this other method called the 5-4-5 method. I made like an Excel sheet where I'm nailing all like the little things. Like my morning routine is that I make my bed, as you can see here. I mean, my room's a little messy. I could obviously improve on making that better. But then another thing is that I make my creatine shake. When I wake up in the morning, I drink 8 to 10 ounces of water because when I wake up, I always feel dry in my mouth, and then I feel a little dehydrated. So like these are just like the little things you could do. What was the last thing? Oh yeah, I take after I eat my first meal, I take all my vitamins, and I count that as part of my morning routine. But you can disagree, but I still include it in part of my morning routine. And it's just like these little things that you achieve throughout the day that become bigger wins. Like you might be thinking like, oh, how does making your bed uh, gonna help you achieve the one arm chin up? Well, if I make my bed, then I have something. Then in my mind, I have something nice that I can lay in, and it'll be something relaxing. And sleep is really big for building muscle. We also just need it to live. So like another thing is drinking 8 ounces of water in the morning. That means like I won't be cramping whenever I'm running or if I'm doing weights in the morning. I feel more refreshed. That like I guess morning hangover sickness feeling whenever you wake up like that's been reduced. I would say by like 25%. Not huge, but I do feel a little difference whenever I drink 8 ounces of water straight up in the morning. It also makes it easier to use the restroom because it feels like I'm just flushing everything out. With my taking my supplements, it just reminds me that I have to take my supplements. I mean, they're important, like for my immune health, building muscle, decreasing anxiety. Like in my pre-workout, I talk about putting ashwagandha in it, and it just relaxes me, and it honestly makes me more focused in the gym. That's what I've noticed about taking ashwagandha before going into the gym. I also take like a probiotic and zinc, fish oil. I'm taking these natural test boosters. One's called Tongkat Ali, and the other one's called Fedoja something. Um, if you watch a Mark Huberman video, he talks about that, and I mean, they work very well, I would say. So a little too well. I guess I'll talk about some just like personal, or I guess personal stats. I started lifting when I was about 15 years old. It was about second semester of sophomore year. Maybe I was no, it was 16 because it's 5 years of lifting. Yeah, I've been lifting for 5 years. It's or oh my god, I'm forgetting now. Started lifting when I was 15, second semester of sophomore year. So that's about 6 years of lifting, and I've learned a lot about lifting. I mean, man, I learned a lot. I used to like switch up my workouts like all the time, and I'll talk more about it on my channel. But I did learn a lot, and I don't know where I'm really gonna take this channel. But if it comes to where like you guys, whoever's watching this, um, wants to get like wants me to write workouts for them, then I'll probably do that. Yeah, not obviously not for free, but and another thing with the little template I made to like crush my goals, because the 545 method, you can look that up. It's from John Mark Stevenson. I didn't come up with this method, but I did make an Excel sheet. And whoever's watching this, if you wanted the Excel sheet, I also um, I would if you pay me, then I'll make an Excel sheet for whoever's watching this, and then you can crush your goals every day. Because honestly, it's made my days a lot busier, and for some people that might be like a bad thing, but for me it's a good thing because then I always keep my mind occupied. Like what is the saying? It's basically if you have like a bunch of free time, then it's pretty much like the devil's workshop. Like you'll start thinking of things to fill the void, and it'll be like bad things like drinking, smoking, or weed or pornography. It can be really anything. I guess that's all. I mean, uh, thank you guys for watching the video. Please like and subscribe the video if you haven't already.